told your friend you're not okay.
I was sitting in the living room waiting for Jihu to come. Today Jihu and me decided to go out for a shopping. Well, Jihu is my best friend since I was in kindergarten. She has been a great support to me throughout my academic year. I almost shared everything with her. When I said everything, that means everything. My daily routine, my secrets, which I never shared with anyone else. When I cry, when I laugh, in short, she knows me better than anyone else. But there is a thing which I didn't share with her. As far as I remember, it's only secret that I kept to myself. I mean, how I tell that I'm in love with her brother since I saw him for the first time. Yeah, I have been crushing on Jeon Jungkook, who is Jiho's brother, since the day his bone-chilling eyes met mine. He's the most handsome boy I have ever seen. It's like a dream, a beautiful dream from where I never wanna wake up. Well, I never told him that how I feel about him, how my heart would get out of my control when he is around. While I was thinking so, my mom started to mumble her all-time favorite speech. She was right now yelling at me for not helping her in house chores, but it truly helped her a lot, but she never considered it. A groan left my mouth and I had to bury my head in a pillow when her loudspeaker began to start. When I was your age, I used to help my mom early in the morning, not like you who just know how to dress up and go out to get rid of house chores. I pray that your future husband would be blind and deaf, who couldn't see you sleeping all day and couldn't hear your nonsense. Only by this shows you have a future, otherwise no one's gonna marry you, Levi. She yelled out from the kitchen and I thought she was kneading the dough, as I left my mouth when she stopped muttering. Her every morning starts with the same topic and like that. As a teenager, it was not something that I wanna cope with, but poor me, as I have no other option than listening to her sweet talks. Suddenly the sound of someone blasting through the bathroom walls hit my ear. The door was banging like crazy and I was afraid that it might explode. Well, my dad is behind the door, who loves to hear music, but he doesn't want to hear alone. He wants everyone to hear it with him. This much loud volume could break the eardrums from miles away. Well, our poor neighbors have filed complaints against him so many times, but my dad is quite stubborn. One day he turns the music off and other day same loud music. Suddenly the door shut open and my dad came in a vision. He was wearing warm bath suit while his hair all wet. Hey guys, what's up? My dad spoke in his not so British accent, but I think he loves to mimic them. God knows why. According to him, he was born with English accent. Like seriously, I rolled over my eyes looking at him. I then got up and went to the kitchen where my mom has already created feast fit for a king. The aroma of Korean cuisines have filled the air. I always told her that it was just a breakfast and she didn't have to make a big fuss about it. But she was compelled because the day my mom disobeyed Dad, probably it will be her last day in this house. He has threatened my mom that he will kick her out of the house and will marry to another woman if she ever dared to not listen to her. So she had not other choice than listening to him. And I think it's my dad's plan to get a royal treatment because before that he was treated like a beggar in this house by my mom. But the day the innocent cat, my dad yelled at her for the first time, my mom turned into an innocent puppy and started to obey him like his mate. The food aroma was tempting that I couldn't resist myself and walked to the dining table where my mom was setting food. I looked at my dad, gulping down, who gestured my mom to serve him food. She nodded, bowing down, and served him delicious Korean cuisines. Smells good, he said, picking up the fork and knife from the table. Hope you like it too, love of my life, king of my heart, and peace of my mind, she said with her unusual gigantic smile. I wanted to burst into a laugh, seeing her behaving so innocent because my mom is so loud, and seeing her like this makes me feel so contempt. I know she is faking, but still I like it. Suddenly a doorbell rang. I grabbed my purse from the living room and saying goodbye to mom and dad, I headed to the main door to open it. A wide smile crept on my lips when I saw Jihu smiling at me widely. She immediately brought me into a hug. I hugged her back more tightly, making her cheeks chuckle. Ready? She asked, backing off from the hug. Born ready, I replied, winking at her. Then we got in a car as Jihu asked the passenger seat and sat on a back seat. I turned around and my eyes widened in shock because it was not driver who was driving a car but Jungkook. An electricity ran through my body when he looked back at me with his heart-stopping smile. I could for his smile. Hi, you look so beautiful in this bodycon dress, he said, biting his lower lip unintentionally. A shy smile tugged on my lips and I looked through the window to hide my blushing face. When Jihu told me that she was going out for a shopping with Vian, my eyes began to sparkle. I asked her to let me also join them, but she, being spoiled-brat, refused. Then we had a deal in which she will let me go with them, and in return I will have to give her my more than favorite gaming room. Yeah, from now on she will own my gaming room, which is so close to my heart, but sadly I had to sacrifice it for Lee Vian, who doesn't let me sleep at night. Her innocent face keeps coming back in front of my eyes. She is my every night dream. Do you know what it's like for everyone to expect you to like someone? I just find myself thinking a lot about me and Vian together. Sometimes I wonder what she will be doing at this very moment. Did she had her breakfast, lunch and dinner? Is she really enjoying her summer holidays without me? What it would look like for her beautiful face to merge into a smile because of something I said. I wanna know what it's like for her to lay next to me, hand in hand. I want everything to turn into a reality, and I know sooner I will end up confessing to her. I won't let my stupid shyness empower my feelings anymore. I turned on the radio and playing her favorite music, I glanced at her with a smile, and there Jihu and Vian started song along to the tracks. I must admit she is really impressive singer. It's really raising my heartbeat when she shakes her figure a little bit with the rhythm. The cool breeze from the open window hits her hair perfectly. Her lips are so beautiful and I fear I will end up putting my lips on her soft ones. Finally you reached the mall. The car ride was not long. It almost took you 15 minutes to reach the mall. The mall was pretty big. There were a lot of stores that you would usually shop at with Jihu on weekends. You went to women's clothing store holding Jihu's hand excitedly. You needed some new clothes as you got tired of wearing some of your old clothes. You brought some shirts, floral flocks and some jeans while Jungkook was roaming around you all the time, which was making you feel super shy. After a few minutes of trying some clothes, you decided to look for some shorts. While you were looking for it, shop assistant came to you with a smile and handed you a very short dress that could hardly. Shop assistant, ma'am, I think you should try this. It will look stunning, she said, giving you a smile. You grabbed it from her, but your breath hitched in a throat because it was way too short than your expectations. Saying no to her, you tried to hang it back, but she started insisting you to wear the dress. You forced her an awkward smile and walked a few steps to the trial room, but suddenly someone grabbed your hand, pulling you back to him. You bounced. Your heartbeat raced faster when you found Jungkook closer to you. There was no distance between. No, I ain't going to let you wear this. I mean, look at this. It's too short, Ryan. He said, possessiveness lingering in his eyes. You frowned, looking at him like a small cute puppy as you didn't get why he was doing so. Suddenly realization hit him as he pulled himself away from you, clearing his throat while his cheeks tinted a dark red color. I'm sorry, I have no right to stop you from wearing this, but it's too short. He said this in one breath as he crunches his nose embarrassingly. He left from there to the other section. Your heartbeat was still out of your control as you gave him a confused look from behind. Finally, you were all done with shopping. You sat in a car while cute Bunny holding yours and Jiu's bags. Placing them in a car boot, he plopped down on the seat and started driving a car. Ryan, please don't go back to your home. Let's go to our house and watch a movie together. It's been so long we didn't get to do what best friends do, like watching movies till late night or having fun and sleepover, she said, shrugging her shoulders like a small baby. But it's already too late, Jihu. Maybe next time, you said, pointing at her. No, Ayani, I ain't let you go back so easily. You are going with us and that's final. I will message your dad and tell him that you will stay at our house tonight, she said, making sad pout while shrugging your shoulders. If Jihu is insisting you this much, I don't think so that you should break her heart, he said, giving you an intense stare. Please, Vayani, it will be great fun, she said, showing you her cat eyes. Okay, fine, I will go, you said shyly, looking down. Hey, that's my girl. I love you so much, Vayan, she said back, hugging you. I love you too, you said with a smile. Soon a car stopped in front of the big mansion. Jungkook got off from the car and opening the car door for you and Jihu, he took your belongings out from the car boot and then you all walked to the inside. Wow, your house is so nice, Jihu, you said, looking around the living room. Yeah, come, let's watch a movie, she said, holding your hand and dragging you to the living room. She grabbed the remote from the media wall and turned on the TV while Jungkook also plopped down on the couch beside you. Let's watch a scary movie, she said with excitement. You nodded, adjusting yourself on the couch. Let's play the movie, she said, playing the movie and pushed you up off the couch, making you laugh. Oppa, if you are done with staring at Vian, can you please go and make popcorns for us, she said while twinkling her eyes. Jungkook glared at her with nose flaring as he started to feel embarrassed in front of you. Don't ask him, I will make for us, you said, smiling shyly as you didn't want him to bother for you. Come, I show you kitchen, he said, getting up while his cheeks turning into a tomato. You nodded and walked behind him to the kitchen. You opened the cabinet and saw popcorns. You reached up to where the popcorn was, but you couldn't reach it. Instead of helping you, Jungkook was giggling, looking at you as he was enjoying seeing you struggling to reach the cabinet. You looked at Jungkook, who was giggling, putting his hand on his mouth as he didn't want to burst into a laughter. Rolling your eyes at him, you hopped up on the counter and sat on your knees getting the popcorn, then hopping down. You looked at Jungkook with a victory smile, but all of a sudden you tripped over. A scream left your mouth, but suddenly you felt two arms on your waist. "Are you okay?" he asked, gripping your waist. You slowly opened your eyes and saw Jungkook blushing while his eyes fixed on you. You nodded shyly, jumping down from his lap. But suddenly he pulled you towards him. "Why I can't stop thinking about you. You are making me crazy by your this much innocent face," he said, pushing some hair out of your face while getting closer to you. "Well, right now I am gonna try something, if it's okay with you," he said with a smirk wrapped on his lips. "Is he gonna kiss me? He's really gonna kiss me, but I have never kissed someone else before. What if I do something wrong?" You were creating scenario in your mind, but suddenly you were cut off. Jungkook put his lips on yours and started giving you a kiss. Your eyes grew wider while heartbeat got out of your control. You started to respond him with the same passion, and grin quickly bloomed on Jungkook's lips. Suddenly Jihu yelled from the living room, which made both of you flinch, and until his back hit the counter, which made you startled. Mumbling sorry to him, you quickly put the popcorn in the microwave and waiting for few seconds while Jungkook rubbing his back glaring at you. Taking the popcorns out from the microwave, you rushed to the living room, leaving Jungkook shocked behind. Reaching the living room, you placed the popcorns on Jihu's lap and then got yourself comfortable on sofa, giving Jihu a wide smile, which she returned quickly. Jungkook entered the living room while putting his hand on his back as it was hurting. You were feeling pity on him as you couldn't see him in pain. "Why, and don't dare to close your eyes if some horror scene came," she said, eating popcorns. She knew that whenever scary scene came, you closed your eyes. No, why I would shut my eyes. I'm not afraid, not at all," you said, forcing a smile, but deep down you were scared. Jungkook looked at you blushing, and suddenly it took every power in him to not control himself. He leaned closer to you, knowing that Jihu was sitting just beside you. But all of a sudden a horror scene came, which made you jump on the couch that caused some popcorns to fly all over Jungkook. Your eyes grew wider when you saw Jungkook giving you intense dark stare while popcorn scattered all over him. But Jihu, who loved horror movies, had nothing to do with her surroundings as she was fully engrossed in it. Jungkook held your hand, pulling you off from the couch. He took you to the nearby storeroom. He locked the door. You were cut off by him. The butterflies started to fly inside your stomach. "You know how long I waited for this moment," he whispered near your ear. "It's just a beginning and you are all ready," he said, smirking. "After 2 hours, get out of your room. You brought mom and dad are back home," she yelled loudly from outside, but the room was soundproof. So you both until the morning, and after that Jungkook's parents had to go to your house for talking about their son's marriage with you.